So today I'm going to talk about pancreatitis and specifically chronic pancreatitis and a couple herbs that we use in Chinese medicine that may be indicated if your type of pancreatitis fits the picture. And first of all, I want to just differentiate chronic pancreatitis from acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis is an episode where you were relatively in your usual state of health, and then all of a sudden it hits you hard and you have a lot of inflammation in the pancreas. And usually we'll check a blood level of a lab called lipase to see if that's elevated. If it's high, then that's an indication that you're having a acute pancreatitis episode. Um, Pancreatitis can be caused by a number of different things in Western medicine. Alcohol use, long-term alcohol use, high cholesterol, and also gallstones. Those are some common causes. There's also autoimmune pancreatitis that can cause you to have long-term pancreatitis. And it's really important that you see a primary care doctor or a uh, GI specialist to kind of find out what's causing your pancreatitis. There are other things like pancreatic cancer that can also be causing pancreatitis. And so it's really important that you get evaluated for it. Now, there's a lot of patients who have long-term pancreatitis, and it could be from a wide variety of etiologies. Obviously, if there's things that you can do to help prevent it, whether it be dietary changes or medications or cutting back on alcohol use, you want to do all of those things. But we have a lot of patients who do all of the things that they're supposed to be doing, and they still have long-term pancreatic inflammation. It can be very painful, and you might be trying not to have to use pain medications all the time, and it might be limiting your life. And if so, you want to consider what Chinese medicine may be able to offer you. And I want to talk a little bit about uh, a type of pathology that's happening in the body that can cause pancreatitis, and something that we see in our clinic, and an example of a treatment, herbal treatment that we do for chronic pancreatitis. So the the function of the pancreas is closely related in Chinese medicine to the liver, the spleen, the stomach. Interestingly, there's actually not a technical pancreas name in Chinese medicine, but that function of the pancreas is captured in the probably best the spleen organ, but also the stomach and some of the liver. And like I've said before, when we use those terms in Chinese medicine, we're not referring to the same anatomic organ that we think about in Western medicine. We're really thinking more about function, channels, and the purpose and what it does. And so obviously in Western medicine, the pancreas is really important for digestion and breaking down a lot of the foods that you eat. And so those are the same functions that's picked up by the spleen and the stomach in Chinese medicine. And also the liver also participates in some of that process. Now, one of the things that happen to some people is you can have the liver is an organ that um, tends to cause heat when it gets out of balance. So not all the time, but for a lot of people, the liver can start creating heat in the body whenever you have problems with the liver. Now that heat can go and um, push the energy or the chi flow of the body, and it can really cause it to either get constrained or disperse. And sometimes at the same time, you can have cold that develops in the stomach. And so one of the scenarios that we see is the chi of the liver getting constrained at the same time as uh, cold developing in the stomach. And when those two things happen, they kind of feed off of each other and they cause abdominal pain, different types of abdominal pain, and pancreatitis. It can be one of the causes of chronic pancreatitis. And so the goal in these types of cases is to try to help move and what we call regulate the liver chi so that it's flowing normally. And when it starts flowing normally, it starts also alleviating that cold that is building up in the stomach. And we use a couple herbs, and there's a specific formula that is used in Chinese medicine, which consists of a couple herbs, Gao Liang Jiang and Qiang Fu. And both of these herbs are working together to help promote the flow of the liver qi, help to warm the stomach. And if you have these types of cases, you might see other symptoms like maybe coolness over your abdomen, or you like to put a warm compress or keep something warm on your stomach area. That makes it feel better. You might have a white tongue coating. There's a whole other number of symptoms that can go along with it. Sometimes women may also have painful periods if they have the same problem. And so this is a herbal formula that we use if the symptoms match the diagnosis. And so that is one of the things that could be causing chronic pancreatitis. So if you do have chronic pancreatitis, you do need to get evaluated by somebody who knows how to really look at the deeper problems and what your underlying problem is. It's not one of those things where you're just going to go take a pancreatitis uh, tablet that fixes it. Everyone has a real individualized and nuanced problem, and you need somebody who can really differentiate those and figure out what's going on underneath. So that's a little bit about chronic pancreatitis, and we'll see you next time.